You're looking at a test harness, which is a self-contained HTML JavaScript front end, which exercises the PicID interfaces so that you can take the code which I give you, tear it apart, and implement your own connections into PicID using it. So there's a REST API for synchronous interaction, just a RESTful interface, and then there's also a RabbitMQ messaging backend where you queue up things that are non-real-time. So that's how you get connected, and the code underneath this, of course, shows you how to deal with authentication and so on. So for organizations, you can get and put, you can create like this. So again, the code underneath this all works, and you can use it as a reference for your own implementations to talk to PicID. Same deal for individuals. You need a list of people at the school so that you can then learn what their faces look like, and so there's ways to get and put lists of people. Now we get into the asynchronous stuff. At Central, you might have some images that you want to analyze, and so you just produce a list. All I need is an ID which is stable from you so that you can refer to that later, and a URL for each image. And if you send that to the server, you'll notice that you're getting pending and completed and completion status and so on. So that's what this packet up here has to do with, and then the results. You don't really need the analysis results. It's just telling you we were able to successfully process the images. Training is where you say this is a person, and it is a person who is found in a particular image. Usually you would just pass in portraits, and so it's always going to be the 0th face found in that image, although you could pass in a group photo, in which case you need to know which kid you were talking about, saying that was the person. Cycle allows you to go back in time and train images for 2, 3, 5 years ago, just based on earlier cycles. So you pass in a training set to the server, and it's taking the analyzed images and the new information, which is this face represents this person, and building that association. Later, when you say, I'm ready to do some image matching, you just pass a list of image IDs. These are the stable image IDs that you've already had analyzed, and I've given you the all clear on. You just pass that image back in, and analysis happens, and you get told who was in it with which confidence. So that's it. It's a standalone JavaScript, RabbitMQ, stomp, toting front end designed for you to easily interface with PicID on the back end.